All right, guys, we arrived here in Cartagena, Colombia. We have gotten off the ship and we are about to explore. We're gonna bring you guys along with us. Okay, so at the port, we got a taxi for 20 US dollars. You can pay them in US dollars. You can do that also here in town. We took it here to the old town. We're gonna walk around here for a little bit, and then we're probably gonna ride over to Boca Grande, out on the little kind of island area, panhandle area out in the city, and see what that has to offer as well. But I think we might try to find something to eat too. All right, we had a good day out there in Cartagena today. We actually don't leave until tomorrow, I think around 2:30 before we take off, so we have time to go out again if we want. But here's the lowdown on Cartagena. So you get off the ship. So today there were 3 ships in port here, including ours, and they were all pretty full for the most part from what we could see, the flow of people coming off all of the ships. So you head over, there's a little port area when you get off. It's not very far. It's probably about maybe a ship and a half length, the average cruise ship and a half length walk to the little port area. And they have like a little shop in there and everything. So if you don't want to go all the way into town, you just want to do something super quick and easy, you can do that. And when you get out on the other side, as you're making your way towards the taxis and transportations, they have these beautiful birds in a small aviary. It's all open air in a small aviary area, and you can kind of check out the birds, feed them if you like, take pictures. There's a big, the word Colombia is a sign that you can stand in front of and take some pictures there as well. And once you get past there, then you walk through and grab your transportation. Now, we had originally thought about doing the hop on, hop off bus, but a couple of things with that. The first thing is that so you don't pick up the hop on, hop off bus here at the port. You have to get a connector bus that's going to take you to one of the stops for the hop on, hop off bus. You'll get on there, the sightseeing, you'll get on there, and you're on there for, I believe it's around 4 hours. You ride around, and then it brings you back to the spot where you catch the connector bus, and then the connector bus brings you back to port. But if you miss that, they only have it for a certain amount of time. If you miss that, then you have to find your own transportation back to the port. Now, what we noticed also, which was a happy accident, we decided, as you saw, to go with a taxi and just have them drive us to the places that we wanted to go to. And it ended up being a great decision because I don't know how much people got to see on the sightseeing bus, because the traffic in Cartagena is insane. There's not enough public transportation for the people and for the locals and the tourists here, and pretty much everybody has a car, and there's taxis everywhere, which is good because you can catch one easily, but it's also clogs up the streets. There's just so much traffic, and that was just like in the middle of the afternoon. Granted, it is a Friday, but you know, it kind of clogs things up a little bit. And then, so we took a taxi from the port to the old town, and as we mentioned, that was $20, 20 US dollars. You can pay in US dollars. In a lot of places, you can pay in US dollars. Very specifically, you can do that as well in Old Town. Just let them know you're paying with US dollars, and they'll tell you what the price is in US dollars. So just know that you don't have to have Colombian pesos if you don't want to exchange any money. You can pay in US dollars. They'll make those conversions for you. I don't know if they'll do that for any other ones, but those were the only ones that we used today. We didn't convert our money to Colombian pesos. We did have a really good time in Old Town. Then we hopped on, grabbed another taxi, and they took us to the Boca Grande beach area, basically. And we went to the Plaza Mall there. We had lunch in the food court, as you saw, and it was unbelievable. The food in Colombia never disappoints. It's so good. So whether you buy food on the street or from a restaurant in a mall or from, you know, eat in an actual restaurant, it really doesn't matter. You have got to have some Colombian food because it is so good. Make sure you do that. And then from the mall area, we walked around, looked at the beach a little bit, and then from there we just grabbed another taxi. It was another 20 US dollars to come back this way, and that was really easy. Actually, the guy who took us from Old Town to the Boca Grande area asked us about how long we thought we would be. We told him about how long we would be. He said, I'll come back and pick you up and take you to the ship if you want. We said, absolutely, why not? So he came back. I think we hung out for a couple hours. He came back, picked us up, brought us back to the ship. Super nice guy, super friendly, and it was so nice of him to be able to come back and grab us, and we already knew him and knew everything was good. Felt good walking around. We've been to Colombia before, so this wasn't our first time experiencing this beautiful, beautiful culture. Don't shy away from it. There really is lots to do. Feels great out there. The people are beautiful and loving, and like I said, do not forget to eat the food because it is so good. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions about port stop here in Cartagena, let me know down in the comments, and we'll see you on the next trip.